Hi, everybody. This is Ron Hatton, also Gadgetman, and Ron the Poet, too, truth be known. And it is November the 29th, 2009, again, coming from my spacious or humble offices in Mesa, Arizona. And I wanted to talk to you for just a few minutes about the Gadgetman Network. Uh, our goal here with Gadgetman Technologies, my personal goal. First of all, let me tell you that no matter where in the world our Gadgetman serves you with by installing the Gadgetman Groove, you have my personal guarantee that myself and the entire worldwide network of Gadgetman are standing behind the work that is done, not just the person that serves you. So if there are any issues whatsoever, any questions whatsoever, you can always contact me, Gadgetman at gadgetmantechnologies.com. We're building a network of websites. We have SaveFuelChallenge.com. We have Gadgetman'sCoolCarMods.com, GadgetmanTechnologies.com, and we also have some troubleshooting site that we're building that really hasn't seen a lot of activity yet, but that's okay. For a company that is not even 6 months old yet, I think we're doing phenomenally well by having representatives in 9 countries and in 27 states as of this moment. And of course, that number is growing more and more rapidly. We have been uniquely blessed in actually being given a product or a process, more I guess, or design modifications, probably the best way to describe it. Not being a gadget makes it a little bit difficult, but really, truthfully, it is the most simple thing and the most effective thing that I have ever seen in my entire life to give you more horsepower and better gas mileage in your cars. Now, as you are probably already well aware, it does not work on 100% of the cars. Well, wait a minute. Now, I've got to give kudos to Don Johnson of Vermont. Don Johnson Jr., excuse me. Don is an amazing researcher and somewhat of a visionary his own self in solving issues. And what he's done is he has begun to develop a modification for the vehicles that were experiencing no mileage gains or erratic mileage gains, such as a Lincoln that was modified, and stabilize this vehicle's mileage gains. I do not have the mileage reports, but or I don't remember them more accurately, and I don't want to speak something that is untrue. In any event, the mileage gains did occur on this Lincoln. Right now, it looks like a very feasible way to guarantee this mileage increase, although it involves some addition of something into the airstream to smooth out the airflow. It's because of the extreme changes in the vacuum cycle that the computer can't compensate for it, and it has something to do with the map sensors, is all that we know at this point. I'm working on getting those designs so that we can take this to a product that will actually benefit the entire planet. Still, we're getting 85% benefits. What I want to see happen, what I'd like to do, is to give the power back to the people. There are hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of perfectly competent, capable men and women out there that are good with their hands and good mechanically and good with people, that I want to teach them how to do this modification and then help support them as they go out there in the field. Right now, we're still gathering more and more data, application data, as to which vehicles respond the best. I have a great big win to add. I did a 99 VW Jetta that is partially computer controlled. At least the throttle is computer controlled when you turn on the air conditioner. And the air conditioner then kicks in a relay, which kicks in advance on the throttle. The Gadgetman Groove needs to be installed approximately 1/8 of an inch from its normally at rest position. A little bit less than that, actually, but 1/8 of an inch. If you do it less than that, what happens is when the air conditioner kicks on, it wants to jump up to about to 1600 RPMs, sometimes 2000, and then back down again, which is not uncomfortable. It's a little difficult to adjust to. So it's much better to just put the groove in just slightly away from the plate. To do that, what I did was I took one of these, which is one of my business cards. You can see Ron Hat, and you can see the addresses. And well, I don't know if you can see it or not, but anyway, I took one of these and I just ripped the card in half and slid the card down in between the throttle plate as a spacer to keep the throttle plate in position. Then I had something consistent with which to work for spacing. So just take a business card, slide it between the top of the throttle plate, and then cut your groove at the bottom. Then pull the card out. You'll see the throttle plate will relax past beyond the groove. Then you turn the throttle body over and slide the card back in on the other side, and then let the plate close on the card itself. Make sure that it's lined up with the groove on the groove that you've cut. And as it lines up with that groove, you may have to adjust this by turning it sideways. Turn it sideways as it sits on the plate, so that the plate itself will cover more area. That'll give you better spacing, and it'll hold it solidly. Okay, so if it sits this way, you've only got this much coverage. But when you turn it sideways, you've got this much coverage, and it'll just roll up right there around the throttle plate like that. Okay. So anyway, that's what I used for a spacer. Truly advanced science, guys. It's not tough to do this. It truly is very, very simple. And anyway, by using it that way, the issue with the surging is gone completely. And she reported double her gas mileage immediately, and as an estimate. Because she never really tracked her MPGs, but she did take a drive after the modification that normally takes her a half a tank of gas, and she took it in less than a quarter of a tank of gas. So she was extremely thrilled. I think she said actually it's a little over an eighth of a tank that it took her. So she definitely doubled her gas mileage immediately. There was no hesitation, no learning curve for the ECU. She just drove the car, and it ran more powerfully and got a whole lot better gas mileage. So we can add the VW Jettas of the 99 series to the success list of the Gadgetman Groove. Now, what I want is I want all of you guys out there that are gadget men to do another modification, and pick one and tell me about it so that we can add this to our list. I want to know successes or failures, because if you're not succeeding, then there's something wrong. I haven't taught you accurately. I haven't given you the proper tools. Something is wrong with what I'm delivering to you. Nothing wrong with what you're doing. We can work on it to enhance your success. It's like algebra. You didn't learn that the first day. You started out with 1 + 1 = 2, right? Then we go to the multiplication tables, and then et cetera, et cetera. So yes, there's a whole lot to learn, but even at its simplest form, within a few hours' time, I can teach you everything you need to know to be putting these grooves into throttle bodies and helping your customers and your friends and family reduce hydrocarbon emissions dramatically, and to increase the power in the vehicle dramatically, increase the throttle response dramatically, and to increase the mileage that they're getting out of their fuel. Now, again, the mileage results vary, but you can count pretty much on at least 20% no matter what vehicle you drive. Well, that we do the modification on. So in any event, guys, I want you to do a modification. I want you to go out to your friends and your other handymen that you know, and handy gals, and let them know about this, because I want to teach you and I want to empower you to become more of what you want to be, in charge of your own destiny, out there making a positive impact on the world, and making really good money at the same time. And have your customers, most of all, this is the best part, the customers say, thank you so much. Okay. Oh, and by the way, you like my hat? I pulled it out of the closet and dusted off the dust so that I could have a special event today. Anyway, this is my Akubra. Love them to death. Guys, thank you all so much for listening. Thank you so much for doing. So when you want to make a change, you've got to do something different. I challenge you to do something different today. Smile for a stranger. All right, and maybe come join me and help us to change the planet, one person and one vehicle at a time. So on that note, I will say God bless y'all richly and warmly, and I look forward to the next time. Bye-bye.